Hello, welcome to the channel. Man United 3, Crystal Palace nil. A game for the EFL Cup, a competition that Man United are the current holders. We won this competition last year and we should try to win again this year. It was a surprise to me to see Crystal Palace playing with the second team, I would say, because some of their main players, some of their starting 11 didn't play. It was a bit of a surprise. I was expecting Crystal Palace to give a bit more, to take these competitions more seriously, considering that I don't think Crystal Palace will face relegation this season. So they are well positioned and they have enough to stay in the Premier League. So why not have a go at this competition? And it was obvious that Man United wasn't going to play their strongest team. Playing at home, so Man United, we all knew that Man United was going to play some of the fringe players, some players who just came back from injuries and need some game time. It was good to see Varane back playing most of the game. It was good to see Amrabat playing again, almost full game. I know when we brought Amrabat, we bought him to be a defensive midfielder. However, we have so many injuries at the moment. We have most of our fullback, apart from Dallo, all our fullbacks are injured. And Reguilon wasn't feeling well. Last time he played, he wasn't feeling well. So maybe Ten Hag decided to give Reguilon a little break so that he can come back on time to play against Crystal Palace again. But on Saturday, we play against them for the Premier League. And maybe that was the reason why Roy Hodgson decided to play his second team at Old Trafford. But and save those players, keep those players fresh to play against Man United in the Premier League. But I would argue that he should have played his strongest team and should have given Man United a more how can I say it? He should have been more competitive. Yeah, he should have been more competitive against Man United's second team. But anyway, it was, I would say, easy victory for Man United. A lot of good performances. One of the best performances this season. Most players played very well. Dalot at the back played very well, set up one of the goals. Varane, of course, was immense at the back. Even Maguire had a good game, but Maguire didn't have much to do, but I'll give him that. Maguire had a good game. You can only beat the teams that are in front of you. Yeah, Amrabat was solid as a left back, not his natural position, but he did well. In the midfield, of course, Casemiro scored one and set up one for Martial. On Casemiro, what I'm going to say is Casemiro was, for me, the man of the match. And for those critics of Casemiro, I would say at the beginning, Casemiro is a slow starter. If you think about when we bought Casemiro last season, McTominay was playing instead of Casemiro. And we were saying, well, why is McTominay playing when we bought Casemiro? I'm sure we bought Casemiro to be the starter, to be our main defensive midfielder. But Casemiro didn't seem fit at the beginning of the season last year, and the same this year. I think Casemiro needs a run of game to get into his rhythm. And this is why we didn't see the best of Casemiro at the beginning of the season. But last game, before the Palace game that we play tonight, last game Casemiro looked a bit better, and today he was immense. Today he was the man of the match, in my opinion. And now that he is fully fit, we are starting to see the Casemiro that we know. I think it has to do with a lot with fitness and to do with the fact that some players need a run of game to get their form back. And I think that's what happens with Casemiro. His game sharpness, his fitness, but now he's fully fit, he looks sharp, and he's taking control of that midfield. Mount was also solid. Nothing negative to say about the young Mabry that played as a number 10. Garnacho on the left. This is what I've been saying about Garnacho. For those who say Garnacho, he can only be effective coming from the bench, we've seen today that he was a starter and he was one of our best performances. One of our best performer, Garnacho. He scored one. Every time he's got the ball, he looks like he's going to do something. And also he sent a very strong message to Ten Hag, because sometimes Rashford is not on this game. Sometimes you need to bring Garnacho on. Maybe Ten Hag can put Rashford on on the right and Garnacho on the left, or maybe sometimes he needs to take Rashford off, because sometimes Rashford, is not playing well and he can be substituted. And we won 3-0 and we performed very well without Rashford and without Bruno, must be said. You know what I mean? The way we played, I've forgotten about them. I've forgotten about Bruno and Rashford, two of our best players. And, because the players that came on in midfield and Garnacho on the left, they had a very good game. And Palestro, I spoke about Palestro. Palestri plays well every time he's given the chance. Palestri, he's playing very well, and I like Palestri. I like the fact that he's direct. I like the fact that he's ready to take on players. I like the fact that he tracks back, he helps Dalo on that right hand side. Garnacho is performing very well, and yeah, I'm glad that we kept Garnacho, and I'm not Garnacho. I'm glad that we kept Palestri. We kept Palestri. Excuse me, and we didn't send him on loan, because with the problems that we have, Greenwood is gone, Anthony's got problems, Sancho's got fell out with Ten Hag. So we really need Garnacho to keep being consistent on that right-hand side of the attack. And of course, Martial didn't had much to do, but when he had his chance, it was a very good goal from a very tight angle. Even Martial is looking sharp. And also, when Martial came and went off and Højlund came on, Martial, as he was leaving, he got a standing ovation from the Man United crowd at Old Trafford, which was good to see, because a lot of people has been on Martial's back. And Martial, I've always said, I like Martial. The problem with Martial is his injuries. As long as he can stay injury-free, he will be a player that will contribute, creating goals with assists and scoring goals. Martial is a fantastic player. I'm happy for him that he played most of the game and he's managed to score his first goal of the season. Now, I'm not saying that we overcome all of our problems. I'm not saying that this is a turning point in our season, but I'll take this game as a very positive sign of things to come. But the real test will be against Palace for the Premier League on Saturday. And I have no doubt in my mind, with some of our main players, some of our first 11 coming back, some of them played tonight. Anana is a starter. Varane is a starter. Dalo will be a starter. Yeah, with some of with our main first 11 against Crystal Palace main first 11 will be interesting to see. But I think we've got enough to beat Crystal Palace on Saturday. And yeah, I'm delighted about the result. I'm happy about the performance. And well done to Ten Hag, and well done to the boys. And well done to you as well for watching this video until the end. Thank you for watching, and until my next video, please, before you leave, don't forget to like and subscribe, because those are the best ways you have to support the channel. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.